Shalom Aleichem, everyone. Hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful week. This week's Isaac Soni and Dvar Torah is dedicated by Jonah Grant, a beloved Talmud. He should have much hatzlacha as he builds his life together with his Kala. And in dedication, Le'ilu Nishmas, Luba Scheindel, Bas Tzvi Aleh Shalom, by the Goldman family, Azriel Goldman's grandmother. So reading Parshas Vayechi, and there's a striking symmetry in the Parshas. We end Sefer Bereshis. Now the stories of Yaakov, the stories of Yosef. We end the Sefer, beginning of the Parsha. Yaakov gathers his children, Yosef in particular, in front of him, and he makes them take a shvuah. And the shvuah is, Al na tik bereni b'Mitzrayim, and he wants to be buried in Eretz Yisrael. That's how the Parsha opens. Yaakov is mashbiya Yosef and the other brothers not to bury him in Mitzrayim, but to bury him in Eretz Yisrael. He flashed forward all the way to the end of the Parsha, and Yosef is on his deathbed. And he brings in front of him his sons, Ephraim and Menashe, with the same exact shvuah. We've already discussed that Yosef, in a certain sense, is the alter ego of Yaakov, follows the path of his father Yaakov in so many different ways, looked exactly like Yaakov, and he too learns from his father Yaakov that Al na tikberei b'Mitzrayim. He tells his sons Ephraim and Menashe not to bury Mitzrayim, but rather he should be buried in Eretz Yisrael as well. But there is a fundamental and striking difference between Yaakov and Yosef. When it comes to Yaakov, Yaakov passes away in this week's Parsha, and he has his period of Avelos in Mitzrayim, and then right away he's brought to Kivrei Avos, to Maras Makpelah, and that's where he's buried, next to Leah in Maras Makpelah. Immediately. When it comes to Yosef, Yosef's going to have a bit more of a process. Yosef's going to die in Mitzrayim, and he's going to be with the Jewish people for 210 years of Avdus in Mitzrayim. He's going to travel, his bones are going to travel through the Midbar for 40 years, and finally he too will find his resting place in Eretz Yisrael in Shechem, but it takes a very long time. Perhaps one could suggest that, yes, Yaakov is one of the Avos. Yosef is one of the Banim. Yaakov is the Avos. He gets buried B'kivrei Avos in Maras Makpelah right away. His story, in a certain sense, ends in Sefer Bereshis, which is the Sefer of the Avos. Yosef is part of the Shvatim. He's part of Klal Yisrael. He's part of the Bnei Yisrael. His story is going to have to be with the rest of Klal Yisrael. His bones are going to experience a Shibud Mitzrayim, Yetzias Mitzrayim, 40 years in the desert before finally he and the Bnei Yisrael enter into Eretz Yisrael for their ultimate resting place. So it's striking and interesting and noteworthy that the destination is the same, but the process, the journey is different. Yaakov, right away. Yosef has this long process. And perhaps that's true with our people in general, is our destination is the same. We know what our destination is. Our destination is certainly Eretz Yisrael. Our destination is to bring Mashiach. His destination is Torah and mitzvahs in every sense. Chesed, Avos Yisrael. We have different ways. We have different styles. We have different shvatim, different ways of reaching that destination, different journeys that we'll have to take. But our destination is always the same, just like our forefathers. And we should be zochem to have our eye on that destination all the time, bring it about as fast as we can, and we should zochem to see Mashiach Tzedkenu b'mheira v'yameinu. Amen. Have a beautiful, beautiful Shabbos.